You're always going to have belief, because if you don't have that, then there's no point even turning up. So I think no matter what the situation is, every team, wherever it is around the world, they're going to go into a game of cricket believing and believing in the people in that change room, and that's no different to ours.
Is there more after seeing it last time in that style, or actually bringing it as half century?
I guess it's part of the game as well. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be little phases of days play where the opposition are going to have sort of be on top and then we'll be on top in different sort of stages. So to finish the day off the way we did, the guys are really happy with that. It's tomorrow's a fresh day. Everything starts again. The guys have to get back into their innings and all those sorts of cliche phrases. But again, it's going out there and understanding roles and contributions and different bits and pieces that come through for the day.
Luke, it is an era where there have been quite a lot of successful fourth innings chases in similar dimensions. Do you think that the mindset of batters and batting teams these days is a little bit different and that you've seen it happen quite a lot?
Yeah, I think so. I think also the surfaces have sort of changed over time now. I think with drop-ins and different sort of the way, I guess, a test surface might look at the start of a game now, they don't deteriorate quite the same as what they used to. So now those sort of 180 to 200 chases were so hard. Now it's actually a completely different sort of style of game. And I think as well with the batting mindset of players around the world now, they don't fear the fact of having to chase a 300 plus sort of total on the last day or last couple of days or whatever it might be. So I think that's a nature of cricket now, not just internationally but domestically. So these younger guys coming into the game are a lot more confident that they can chase down any sort of a total, really.
And just on Ronchi, has he kind of impressed you so far in the sense of wanting to be in those moments to be able to?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's him and his nature. I think growing up with the cricket he played through school cricket and the junior sort of cricket, he wanted to be that person, and you like to see players sort of taking those opportunities. They want to be a person that is putting meaningful contributions to helping their teams win games of cricket. So to see someone go out there and be confident and trusting their style and their game plan against a particular bowler or a particular group of bowlers, it's always nice to see.
You played a lot of your cricket at the Basin. Are you surprised with the amount of turn that we've seen on day 3 here? 12 wickets to spinners in the first week.
Yeah, it is. It is a different surface to what we're used to here. But again, it's making for some really good cricket. There's still something in it for seam bowlers, and then spinners can take wickets as well. But also, I think if you bat well, you can actually make some good runs. It's not always easy, but if you sort of, I guess, apply yourself the way you want to and you have the right mindset, then you can go out there and make some good runs.
Talking about that ups and downs, had a decent first day, nothing went to plan on day 2, and then there's been a comeback on day 3. As a coaching crew, how do you manage the ups and downs in the dressing room? Because
I think that's the nature of the sport anyway. I think you're going to have like different guys have their contributions on different days, and you always sort of, I guess, going around the group making sure each person is excuse me, happy and content enough in what they've done or how they're feeling, and I guess everyone's looking for perfection when they go out to play, and it's something that you strive for, but you know it's never actually possible. So you're going to keep working with people and talking with people, and they know the ups and downs of the game and how it is going to work. It's not a one-off thing. It's going to happen throughout people's careers, so you keep dealing with that.
Well, can you channel your last couple of wins in the Basin? You know, that last one run in England and the chase against Sri Lanka. Can you do that, or is there a danger in not playing the match?
No, I think those are the mindset type things. It's understanding and attitude of the way we want to go about our cricket. You do have to obviously play the surface and the bowls and different game plan style of things, but when it comes to attitude stuff, I think that comes from within and within the group as well. So I think you can channel that, so those sort of, I guess, a result, but the feelings around what you were doing to get there. And again, it's like I said earlier, if you've got to believe that you can chase scores down, and you need those things. It's an attitude to believe in that, and our group definitely does that.
Luke, Nathan Lyon said he looked to exploit a particular issue in Kane Williamson's game, one he was said he wouldn't specify what that was, but he did talk about he was quite on the left side. Do you think there is something that Nathan has been trying to exploit?
I think Nathan tries to exploit all sorts of things from all sorts of batters. So he's done it 500 odd times in Test cricket. So he's a smart bowler and he's a smart man, and he knows how to get something out of a surface or a player and try and make batters bat a certain way. So again, you put Kane's numbers up and they're pretty good as well. So everyone's looking for little chinks in little sort of areas. So I don't really look at that sort of stuff too much. It's on a surface he's getting some really good bounce and some purchase out of it at the moment. And hopefully the guys that are still to come are going to go out there and play them the best they can, and we'll sort of see how it pans out.
Just following on from that, each guy of his individual point, obviously. Are there some slight adjustments on the run given the amount of excess bounce, given short leg and legs that have come into play, particularly for the right-handers that are coming in? Yeah,
very much. I mean, you have your initial plan, so you've got your plan A, and then you look at a surface and what you expect from a surface to start with. That's the way you go out and play, and when you see things change, that's international cricket in a nutshell, really. You've got to adapt to a style of play that someone else might be doing something different. You may not have faced someone for a while and they bowl some different ball, all those sorts of things. So I think that's one of Kane's massive attributes as well, is he does that really well. And again, all of our guys, that's what you want them to do, and you want them to sort of strive to do is change their style through an innings or through a series, and understand how they're trying to attack you as well, and make sure you can combat that as well as you possibly can.
Will you encourage guys like Glenn, Tom, Scott to come to be positive tomorrow, no matter what?
Yeah, but for me as well, being positive is understanding that Nathan or a bowler bowls a good ball and you're in a strong defensive position. It's not just about scoring runs or hitting boundaries. It's like, right, how am I comfortable leaving a ball off a length? If I'm defending, if it's rotating strike, all those sorts of things for me that's being positive. I think if you're a bit tentative on a surface, then you find yourself in poor positions and you're not sort of going in the direction you want to, so very much so.
Does maybe bring a different attitude against Australia than some of his teammates?
Nope. No, Glenn is Glenn. He does it. Doesn't matter if it's Australia, if it's South Africa, or if it's Sri Lanka. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's club cricket. Glenn Phillips is Glenn Phillips, and he goes out and cricket to him is he just loves it, and he's full octane from the get-go. So he's great to have around, his energy. So it doesn't matter who he's playing or how he's playing. He makes sure that he's full steam ahead.
What's it mean like down there after taking 5 wickets?
You can see out there, the smile on Glenn's face is pretty big. So it's something for, obviously, growing up, he was a wicket keeper who could bat, and he certainly doesn't want to wicket keep. He wanted to bowl more, and he does so much training on his bowling, and there was more in the white ball stuff. He was getting a go, and now to be doing it in a test match and taking 5 wickets as a spinner in New Zealand. We haven't seen that for a while, so he's pretty chuffed at the moment, yeah.
Why didn't he bowl Basin?
I think it's more for the fact of what the nature of the surface and how it was. It's also Basin Reserve traditionally is pretty green, and it's got that movement there, and we're picking four seam bowlers, so you're backing your guys to do the stuff there, and it was working well. Obviously at different stages Australia's had good partnerships, but again you learn on the fly and see what the surface is doing for different bowlers, and then you make your decisions from there.
Luke, you were 5 down for very little sort of midway through the day yesterday. How much do you, regardless of what happens tomorrow, how much do you take from the fact that you've been able to pull it back to a point where you've got a genuine chance in the game?
Yeah, I think that's something you want as any team is you keep your belief and understand that you're going to have phases of cricket where the opposition are on top, but you keep believing in your style and your game plans and being positive in whichever way you're going to do it. And then it sort of hopefully it just sort of flows through the rest of the group. It's not sitting around and moping all day, and you're going to get out lots, you're going to get hit for boundaries lots. It's the nature of the game. So it's understanding that what your role or job is, it continues on past any given moment in a game, and you keep looking forward.